I wanted to make a video, or at least I had the idea of trying to make kind of like a sit down chatting, just chatting type of video. I want to try to make it like once a week, just going over things that happened in the Pokemon ecosystem, environment, in the Pokemon hobby, and just to try to memory dump what's going on for myself, and so that you guys can kind of see my character persona. You can only see so much if it's for a 5-10 minute video and I'm sitting down talking about something. So I'm going to try to make this a little raw and unscripted to some degree. I do have some like notes here. So let's just sit, chill, chat. If you got stuff going on, you can drive, you can do your dishes, whatever you got to do. I know I'd be listening to people talk all the time while I'm doing stuff. So this is what this is for. Okay. So we have quite a bit of things going on in the life of Pokemon, especially as we lead up to the 30th anniversary. So let's start on the first thing, which is TCG on my notes. So the TCG, we have Ascended Heroes that dropped, I think going on 3 weeks now. And I actually haven't looked at the market. So let's see what it's doing. I did a 2-week update on TikTok, but I haven't looked at it since. So let's see here. Ascended Heroes. We got the Gengar at $850. The Gold Charizard Y, $673. Dragonite, $550. Pikachu, $520. I mean, everything, this set, the total set evaluation right now, $7.3 thousand. I mean, this set is amazing. And I actually want to make a video on this later on, which is, in my personal opinion, I think Ascended Heroes is better than Prismatic. People are calling this Prismatic 2.0, and I think that's just because they're talking about the hype. But I'm thinking the set as a whole, I think, is better than Prismatic. For me, the evolutions are cool, but they're not everything to me. In this set, I mean, we have, like I said, we have Gengar, but Mega Gengar, Mega Dragonite. We have a cool illustration of Pikachu. Which, be mindful, I don't think that we've gotten, since 151, have we gotten a like illustration of Pikachu. We've gotten Surgic Sparks, but it's like mainly just Pikachu in its stance that's being highlighted. It's not Pikachu in the environment. 151 had the one where it was crossing the street. But since then we haven't had an illustration. This one is cool because you have like the pink one that's it floating and it's kind of like the Surging Sparks, but then you have the illustration of it in the wild. So that's cool. You have Mewtwo, which I freaking hate the Mewtwo. You have Clefairy again. You have the new Megas from Legends ZA, but the starters. So you have Mega for Alligator. You have Zoroark again, Pheasantipity, I guess, Grimmsnarl. You have Diancie, and then you have like the Mega Action cards, like the Hawlucha, and all the Megas, honestly, but the action cards, which is cool. Then you have some other illustrations of Dreepy, Tangela, Mimikyu, Marill, Spiritomb. So this set is deep. It's deep. So I think for those reasons. Oh, by the way, if you can't see, we got my dog here, Peaches. Love you, baby. Sorry, made you uncomfortable. For those reasons, I think it's way better than Prismatic. Like way better. The only thing that can make this set better is if it was a main series set where it had a booster box, but it's not. So it is what it is. But that's the only way this thing can have gotten better. Now, on top of it being amazing, the other reason why it's kind of popping off is because of how they decided to do the release, because I guess of things going wrong and it just being the tech or the triple blisters being available. And then now I think ETBs are finally coming around. So that obviously doesn't help, but it still doesn't get us away from the fact that the set is amazing. So we were never going to get around that. This set's going to be amazing. I wonder where it's going to land in the grand scheme of things, but awesome set. What do we have here? We also have, so we also have Perfect Order, which is the next main set that's coming out. Oh, sorry, you okay? Did I make you shake? Perfect Order, which is coming out. Nihil Zero for Japanese. everybody's hating on the set. Everyone's hating, and I mean, to be fair, it's not the greatest of a set. Let's see here, perfect order set list. It's coming out soon. It's going to be our next main series with a booster box, and everyone is just underwhelmed with it. However, the weird thing is that it looks like distribution is not going to be that heavy. Like, there's not going to be much of the product. Now, what's undetermined, and I guess we'll see once it actually drops, is going to be, is the supply not that much because we're spread so thin across a lot of people asking for the products, or is it really that there's not going to be that much going around? So to be determined, but it's such a weird, okay, why can't I see perfect order, set list, Bulbapedia? Let's see here. Card list. No, okay. Oh my gosh. All right, let's do this. Nihil 0 card list. There we go, because obviously we know a lot more about the Japanese set. No, okay. Why are you being so annoying today to find the cards? Oh my gosh. Okay, here we go. Good old Poke Beach. Good old Poke Beach helping us out here. Okay, so we got the Clefairy, we got Talonflame, we got Esper. Such a weird choice of Pokemon to like Starcase. Starcase? Is that a word? Yeah, whatever, sure, whatever. Like, we have Mega Clefable, Meowth, and Mega Starmie. Very interesting choice to like carry the set. Let's see here. I want to get to the illustrations because the illustrations are what's underwhelming for everybody. To be fair, wow, I cannot find. Why can I not find these illustrations, even though I've seen them? Okay. 0 card list Poke Beach. No. Alright, fine. I guess we're just going to have to go to images of Google and just go from there. Okay, so we have the Clefairy. I already said that. We have like the sword people right over there. We have the gold Zygarde SIR. And then, let's see here. And then you have the main hit, which is going to be here, the Mega Zygarde SIR, which this card looks amazing. I'm not going to lie. But I don't know if it's enough to carry the whole set. Now, I'll tell you what. It still has a theme where you can see all the three, if you guys can see this, all the three different versions of Zygarde, which that's amazing. But then you have, like, that card is amazing. But then you have like a Meowth SIR. And who really asked for this? I'm sorry for you guys that really like. Okay, I don't want to go. I just want to click on the image. Oh my Jesus. Like, who asked for this? No one really. No one really. And then you have Mega Starmie SIR. Let's see here. Which, okay, if you guys want to help me out here. Oh my gosh. Here we go. So you have the Mega Starmie SIR, which this card, I'm not going to lie, looks crazy, but Nostalgianomics actually said it best. It's just a Starmie at the end of the day. So although it looks amazing, ain't nobody care about this. Ain't nobody care about Mega Starmie, especially for it to be one of the top chases of the set. No, it should have been an illustration at best. Or an SIR like Ascended Heroes where there's so many of them that you're okay with getting it if it's in the lot because there's so many others that you could pull. And then you got Mega Clefable. Let's see here. There you go. Mega Clefable, which is all right. I mean, it's just, to be fair, we don't know how much more cards we're going to get from the English Perfect Order. I don't think we do. And we don't know what other Pokemon are going to be in it. But so far, based off of what we have for Perfect Order, this set looks like it's going to be a flop. I was actually watching a video about it, and people actually think that this is going to be the first main series booster box set that may be close to MSRP, purely because of what the pre-orders are going for. Let's see here if we can find this Perfect Order booster box pre-order. So yeah, so right now it's pre-ordering for $200. $200, you can guarantee yourself you get one, which is only like $50, $40 more than MSRP. So that's it, guaranteeing now. Once the set drops, I mean, it could only go up if they knock it out of the park with the cards that are remaining to be announced, and then like either the hit rates or the inverse, that they're so good and people just want to get it. But I just don't see it going up because it's already so low, and when it drops, people are going to be like, I still don't want it, and then people are going to drop it. So very interesting. Perfect Order may bring the cooling that we need. Probably not. They probably got other bangers in the pipeline. So let's see here what's next. Oh, and then quickly to wrap up TCG, we have upcoming sets. We have the Mega Shuriken, whatever, the Mega Greninja set that is rumored to come, and the card that's been rumored to have leaked. So that's cool. And then you have like the Sky Emerald or Storm Emerald, basically the Mega Rayquaza set that I think also may have Mega Darkrai, which Mega Darkrai, not the biggest fan of what it looks like, but still cool that we could get a card with it. And Mega Rayquaza, that's going to be crazy. That's going to be crazy for a SIR, and that set, if they do it right, have the right amount of Pokemon in it, the right Pokemon in it, the right depth of a set, that could be an Ascended Heroes Part 2. Because everybody loves Rayquaza, and Mega, bruh, that'll be crazy. That'll be crazy. Okay, let's move on to another thing that happened in the hobby, which is the sale of Logan Paul's Illustrator Pikachu. $16 million. It's wild that a Pokemon card went for $16 million. And I mean, I wasn't around during 2020's big boom, but I can tell that we're in one because, I mean, everybody's talking about this. I want to make a video about this too. Everybody's talking about Pokemon right now. Not only Logan Paul came back, which he's always been in it, so, and that makes sense. But you have so many streamers talking about Pokemon. You have retailers. Best Buy now has a automated thing in their phone when you call that says, if you're calling about Pokemon, our team doesn't know about it, so don't call. Five Below, I took a screenshot, is like advertising that they have Pokemon. That's crazy. I mean, just everybody and their mama talk about Pokemon, talking about the investability of Pokemon, the hype of Pokemon buying product and trying to get these big chases. I mean, and so this $16 million Illustrator Pikachu is no different from that. And then plus the person who bought it, I think, was talking about how he believes this card is eventually like a $50 million or $100 million card. So it's just crazy that one day it could. Hopefully your boy can get it one day. Okay. We have let's see. Let's lump these two together. We have Pokemon Lego and 30th anniversary build up. So one thing, because we're in the kind of TCG space, 30th anniversary is coming up. It'll be February 27th, this upcoming Friday, and who knows what we're gonna see. In the grand scheme of TCG, they did drop the illustrations of the starters that they were talking about. So they're coming out with a 30th anniversary celebration that's going to be like these starter packs, and it's going to be a pack of Pokemon cards that's just meant to have starter Pokemon. And so they dropped the cards for them, and it's cool because they're unique illustrations. They're nothing crazy, like they're not in their own environment, kind of like black and white, like the black and white set, the black, bolt, and white flare sets, or like 151, the Charmander, Bulbasaur, Pikachu, but they're still unique illustrations, and it's the starters. The only thing we don't know is if it's also going to have the evolutions, which if they have the evolutions too, that would be wild. Right now it's just the base form of them, which will be fine. It'll be cool. It'll be cool to collect all of them. But it would be even more amazing if they had all the evolutions. So that's cool, but we also still don't know what the actual celebrations set will look like. Right now, we just know that they're doing this, but we don't know the actual celebrations side of it. So hopefully TBD, Pokemon Day, they give us more of that information. Now, segueing into 30th anniversary, but talking about other things, Pokemon Lego, I'm hoping Pokemon Lego comes out with more information during the 30th anniversary. Right now, we know about the Pikachu, we know about the Eevee, we know about the Charizard, Venusaur, and Blastoise set. All amazing, but we don't know what else they have in the pipeline, which could be minifigures, and that's my hope. It also just could be smaller sets that are more geared towards kids. These ones were adult sets, but they have made it clear that they do have more kid-focused sets coming out. So I'm hoping we get more information about Pokemon Lego. And like I said, what would be amazing for me would be if they had minifigures, because that's what everybody wants that's into the whole Lego scene. So yeah, let's hope for the best. Going into carrying on with the 30th anniversary, but another aspect. We talked about TCG, we talked about Lego, 30th anniversary, video games. Okay. This is a hot topic because we already got Legends EA, we got the DLC, cool, dropped so many new megas and a different type of component to how we battle. The three things that are kind of up in the air is four things. We have Pokopia, which drops I think a week after or within a week of the 30th anniversary celebration, Pokemon Day. So that's exciting. And they also dropped a trailer that's supposed to be that showed more of the playing of the game, and everybody seemed to enjoy the game. They're just hoping that it has a longevity for it, more than just the hour or two that they played it. But everybody who's played it has said that it's good. They just can't wait to see what more there is to the game. So that's good news. I'm excited to play. I've never played Animal Crossing, have played Minecraft. I think it's a combination, a little bit of the both. So I'm excited to play a cozy game like that. We're all wondering if there's going to be connectivity as far as bringing your Pokemon to Pokopia. That would be amazing if you could. So that's cool. And then we also don't have much information on Champions. Champions should be dropping decently soon as well. And that I'm excited for that because I've never really played the VGC competitively, but I think Champions will help bring the average person into VGC more easily. It'll be a quicker on-ramp. So I'm excited for that. And one of the goals I have for 2026, if you haven't seen my video, is that I want to get to at least once the top ranking of Pokemon Champions this year. And I don't mean be the best. I'm just saying kind of how Scarlet and Violet, they have the Master Ball, which is the last one for the online that you can get to as you kind of rank up. That's what I want to try to get to for Pokemon Champions. So that's exciting. The third thing is going to be ports, which they already casually dropped out of nowhere, no heads up. Fire Red Leaf Green is coming to the Switch, which is cool. I want to make another separate video talking about this, which is I think it's cool that they brought it. They failed in two components. One was it would have been cool to have a physical collection of all the old OG games, Fire Red or just Red version, Crystal, Gold, and Emerald, etc. Or if they wanted to make it the more modern ones, then it could have been Fire Red, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, and Emerald, and Ruby, Sapphire. A collection like that would have been amazing, similar to the Final Fantasy one, and those things sell out and they're hard to get. So that's one missed opportunity. Two, they had an opportunity that I know they just wanted to make it the most simplest kind of bring back and pay for it, but I think they're missing a component where I'm pretty sure the majority of people who play Pokemon video games are adults. And if they would have brought it back, but just made it slightly different, and I'm more speaking about the art style, it would have gone crazy. If they would have done a like the kind of like Alive or like Octopath, where it's like that HD 2D type of game, bro, that would have been amazing. Or you even see people who do like it, you see it like an Unreal Engine, and I get it. This is such a step away from everything they've done before. But if they just stepped away and did that, I think they would bring in so many people, and so many of the fans would be happy. So yeah, that's my hot takes about that. However, it makes me think they just basically just dropped it out of nowhere with no context, just saying, hey, this is coming and it's going to be on Pokemon Day. So I'm wondering if there's going to be more on Pokemon Day regarding some of these old games. Maybe my thought is they don't want to drop all of them. They're like, Fire Red, Leaf Green is now, and then they give you like a week to like, oh my god, I'm excited, and then on Pokemon Day they say, hey, and also this is coming after that. So instead of maybe dropping them all at once, that's my hope. At least I really want to have Emerald on the Switch, and also Crystal or Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Like I really want to have all three on the Switch: Kanto, Johto, and Hoenn. That would be amazing. And then the last one, the dark horse, what everybody is anticipating, Generation 10. We don't have any information about it. And Pokemon Day, you better hope, I know I'm hoping, that they show us the world, they show us the starters, and they show us gameplay. That's the three things I want: world, starters, gameplay. Even if you don't have that much of gameplay, I just want to see a little bit to showcase what we're expecting, especially because the Switch 2 has a lot more capabilities. So the hope is that we're going to be able to do a lot more and get a lot more out of our game than we normally do. So this Friday is going to be crazy. So I'm excited. It's also going to kind of make it clear what direction we're going as a game. Like, are we going to, because the thought is Champions is going to be the mainstay turn-based battling that we're all used to for competitive. So does that mean that now we're finally going to break off to like a Legend ZA style of battling for the main series game, since we're always going to have Champions? Or are they going to still keep with that type of turn battle? It's just Champions now where you do the VGC. So, but it would make sense if that's where it stays, and then they do something completely different in the main series games now, because you don't need to do it that way anymore. So that's also why we need gameplay, so that we can make it clear on what direction we're going in. Video games, okay, we're getting towards the end. Two more areas that kind of intertwine. Pokemon Go. Pokemon Go is celebrating their 10-year anniversary this year. This is just a crazy year that we have 30th anniversary and 10-year anniversary of Pokemon Go. I guess we're always going to have the big 5 and 10. I guess they did a good job lining that up. So when it's 35, it's going to be 15, and when it's going to be 40, it's going to be 20. But 30th anniversary, and it's 10 years of Pokemon Go. Hopefully they have some crazy things in the pipeline. We're getting ready for the Kalos Tour, which everybody who is doing it in California is already partaking in it this weekend. And people are like, it's all right, it's cool. They're getting Mega Dragonite, Mega Victory Bell, and Mega Malamar. So that's pretty cool. And then you're getting some of the other megas that have already been around, just getting more candies of those. They introduced like the super mega Pokemon raids, which is kind of like that Gigantamax version of raids where they're supposed to be harder. You need a minimum 8 people to fight them because each of you have to take down their shield, but you also get slightly increased rewards. So it's an interesting thing. I think they need to buff some of the rewards, but interesting concept. They're dropping. You have you have Deontay in a shiny version of that you can get for the tour, so that's cool. Some of the Pokemon that are spawning are decent. Like I'm really excited to get the Hoenn starters, like get the shinies, because I want to make like a gold star dex based off of the gold star Pokemon from the TCG. So that's pretty cool. And then let's see here. You got Halucha spawning, shiny Halucha and shiny Klefki and shiny Honedge. Halucha is going to be cool because eventually they're going to bring the Mega. So that's cool to get. And yeah, it's just interesting because it's a 10-year anniversary. So this is the Kalos Tour. But I wonder what GoFest is going to be like. Celebrating 10 years, big milestone. What is that going to look like? What is the fall event going to look like? So just thinking about the intentionality behind each event and how big they're going to go because it's the 10-year anniversary. And that kind of segues into the IRL things that are happening with Pokemon. So you have Pokemon Go, which is IRL, right? In real life. Then you have the unveiling and the opening of Pokepark Kanto in Japan, which is amazing. It's cool. I don't think there's much yet. They haven't showcased the longevity for it. It's very cool for you to be able to visit it and see the statues, walk around. But like, how many times can you do that? I don't know. They did showcase that there's going to be like permanent rotating Pokemon Go things that can only take place there. So that's cool. That's like helping out with the longevity. But you have to make them super enticing to want to make people worth it to like go there. So I'm just wondering what more they're going to do at the Pokepark besides just walking through maybe some food-inspired things and some statues. But it is cool because they did announce that Universal is going to be partnering with Pokemon. And right now I think it's just Universal Japan, but it makes me wonder, is that going to eventually come to Orlando in the States? Because Nintendo was always in Japan for a while until now, 2025, they opened up the Nintendo World. So I'm excited and hopeful that Pokemon will make its way to Japan and make its way to Orlando after they do their thing in Japan. Now, what's also cool is that they're going to be doing Universal, so that's going to be a better. I think it's going to be a better experience in Poke Park because Poke Park is just a thing to walk through, and they'll maybe change it up by changing up Pokemon and stuff like that. But Universal will be cool because they will have rides. They'll just have more interactive things, kind of like Super Nintendo World, where you have adult rides, and then you also have like the Mario Kart and stuff like that. So I know for a fact they're going to do a cool ride that's going to be with, like, I don't know, you flying with Dragonite or Rayquaza or some type of dragon Pokemon or some flying Pokemon. But then they're probably also going to do a digital or like a 3D experience ride, kind of like the Mario Kart one, but it's going to be of Pokemon Snap. I'm calling it now. It's going to be Pokemon Snap. It's going to be you kind of going throughout a cart, and you're going to be throwing the Pokeballs to try to catch stuff. They have to. And that's exciting because that has longevity. You can come back. You can do it again. You can do it again. You can do it again. And if they do stuff to where you can, like, buy, like in Nintendo World, you have like the wristband that you can kind of go and hit the boxes. Maybe they'll do something like that for the Pokemon Park, where you can like get a wristband or get something you can go through and like collect stuff. Or they could also intertwine it with Pokemon Go, where if you're on that side of the Universal map, you get certain stuff in Pokemon Go. I mean, that is cool, especially along with if they do rides. So you have that, and then you also have the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl had a commercial for Pokemon celebrating the 30th anniversary, talking about who's your favorite, everybody showcasing. I think this is all just building towards a crazy year we're going to have with the 30th anniversary. And then lastly, you have Pokemon Worlds and Pokemon XP. We don't have much information on Worlds other than obviously we know where it's at, but the tickets haven't gone on sale. And the same thing with XP. XP, they were supposed to sell tickets later 2025, and they postponed it. And so I'm hoping we get more information in the Pokemon Day announcements on what Worlds is going to be like, specifically what XP is going to be like, because it's supposed to be their own in-house produced convention that's Pokemon geared, but to the nth degree, because you're going to be paying more for it, which is cool. I'm here for it, and I would like to go, but we want to know what is it gonna have, what's in store. Also, like, what are the exclusive Pokemon Center items? I mean, there's just so much that they haven't talked about that we don't know about Pokemon XP. So I'm excited for them to talk about it. Yeah, that's pretty much all the yapping I want to do. Talk about a whole bunch of things. Pokemon Day is going to be amazing. Or at least I'm hoping it's going to be amazing. So, yeah. Let me know what you guys think. I will see you guys in the next one. Later.